Are we live on the internet?
Right. Hi, everybody.
Oh, there's my notification. We're live on the internet.
Hi, everybody. I'm Louise
Push
from
the
the Flower World.
buttons. I'm Jocelyn
And
from the Northern Knits podcast.
yeah, so we got Jocelyn joining us, of course, because it is the first Thursday of the month. It is May. So
I
Jocelyn,
believe in you guys so much. I walked to the McDonald's and got a decaf coffee. Guys, it's like a block from my house. I didn't go that far. I went and got it's like 18 degrees outside today with a light breeze. It was totally go outside and take a walk weather.
oh my
The
gosh.
breeze is why. In this outfit, which is, by the way, a summer dress and thin cardigan.
Oh, I like it. I like it. It's not here. It is early spring weather. It's very cool. Very cool. Oh, hey, thanks, Diane. Thanks, Diane.
Well, I think I was listening to the Cozy Up Knits podcast. They were like 20 plus degrees up in Grand Prairie. They're farther north than I am. So they're having a bit of a heat spell at the moment. It's too early for them to be 24 Celsius. It's too early for me to be 24 Celsius. And you're even farther south than I am.
We had that warm weather a couple of weeks ago, which was way too early, really, for us. And now it's gotten cold again.
I want a rain. I want a good 24, 48 hour soak because the volume of road salt dust is aggressive. My poor nose is ready to mutiny. It's going to just detach itself from my face and go move somewhere else.
Oh no.
It's over this volume of dust. It's done with it all.
Wow.
It's so, guys, if I'm blowing my nose, that's why today. We haven't had that couple of good soaking rains to clear off the streets. Oh, yeah. It's just so dusty.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
They said maybe Saturday, so hopefully.
Oh, nice. So I see, look at everybody's joining in here tonight.
Have we chatted enough? People are joining.
Yeah, we've got people in here now. Let's see who all is here. I know. Let me go back to the top here. Hi, Nikki and Diane.
Hello.
Susanna, Sally, Kim, Melanie. Oh, you know what? Oh, Melanie's heading out. She just popped in to say hi. She's got a migraine.
Hi, bye.
You know what?
May your brain pad feel better soon.
Yeah. Oh, I know. This weather has just been, because it has been so rainy here and cold. I mean, every other person you talk to has had trouble with migraines, people that don't normally get them. So yeah.
Mine is always that early spring flux when it goes like -10 +20 and back down again in like 72 hours.
Yeah.
Wrecks me. It's such a trigger for me. Oof.
I've been having
not good. Yeah. Guys, I was eating chocolate chip bannock before we started.
Are you? So
I should have been brushing my teeth because I was going on the internet.
Nope. Oh well, I think everybody that watches us, we're like, this is our Thursday night crowd, so we could just feel right at home.
Our usual peeps.
Our usual peeps. That's right. So you guys all know that this is the week that Jocelyn and I are supposed to be showing our goal knitting.
Supposed to be. We are showing. Did we do it?
Well, yeah, we are showing it.
What story do we have to accompany?
I think this could be a night of storytelling, you guys. I don't know how much knitting there will be, but I have a feeling there are some good stories to back up whatever our knitting progress is.
Question.
Yeah.
When don't we have story night?
Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't even think I can even tell the amount of stuff that's been going on. I can't.
Life is lifing. Life is lifing. It is lifing hard.
Oh, big time. Okay, so before we get into the stories, what
the
was
classes have spots on them.
What was your goal? It was progress on a sweater, right?
I had a gauge swatch for the Ursina, and the goal was progress on the Ursina. It was a cropped sweater, so I said in theory I should be able to make a fair bit of progress. I wasn't sure I'd be able to get out a finish, but it wasn't like an obscene stretch goal to try for it.
Okay.
It wasn't a cropped sweater is a cropped sweater. They're not as long as a full bodied sweater.
True.
So I was like, progress for sure. Maybe a finish, like sleeves, mock up the works, something fierce for me. Always have. So didn't sort of fine tune it, but I definitely said progress because I had a swatch.
You had a so
At a swatch.
progress is pretty broad, like pretty much
Progress is very broad.
anything can go in it. I honestly, what did I say? I think I talked about my blue Peruvian yarn vest.
I think
But
so.
I think that it was, I think that's what I said I was going to make progress on.
I was just telling Diana the other day, I have so much going on in my head, I can't keep track of your stuff.
I know. I can't keep track of my stuff.
You're on your own with your own secret knits. I can't do it.
I'm sure that's what it was. And I'm sure
chat will correct you if you're wrong.
I know. Somebody, you guys always remember better than I do. But I'm sure that's what I was saying. And I don't know as I said finish, because most times I don't say finish, but it was, I think I was leaning towards, again, a lot of good, really, 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 really good progress that might result in something
Dramatically lean on a frame and open a window. Whoa,
okay. So anyway, so that's the project I worked on. So if that was not the one I was supposed to do, oops, but that's the one I did on. That's the one I picked when I was doing like secret knitting. That's the one I worked on and that's the one I really wanted to get done, because I've had this yarn in my stash for a really long time and I'm really liking it. And I think I had some probably wild fantasy that I would be able to wear it before it warmed up, because it's this stuff. This is the yarn.
I may have been eyeballing worsted weight sweater cast-ons this week.
You did what?
I was eyeballing worsted and DK weight sweater cast-ons for the fall, because realistically, that'll be when I'm done.
Yeah. No, I'm still living in the magical land of I have all this knitting time. Because
I mean, you have extended your downtime for knitting.
That's part of the story.
I wouldn't have opted to go that way. Like, I probably would have tried for the whole retire early route, not break another body part.
I need to do that. I need to revive that.
You do you.
I don't. Nobody else do this. Honest, nobody else do this, because
do it.
Oh,
my mom loved retiring early.
Yeah.
She loved it. She retired in her mid-50s. She's just into her early 60s now. My mom's been retired for almost a decade, and she's just into her 60s. My dad just retired during the start of the pandemic. He seriously contemplated and decided to go to an early retirement. Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Hold on. Puppy. It's a thing. I can talk.
Yeah, you talk. I gotta try and I'm not very mobile.
No, that's fair. You've got a cast on your foot. I'll be a big old boot. So Dad took a bit of a hit overall to retire early, and he opted to, rather than going full on retirement, he got a part-time job. So he went from like 50-60 hour work weeks with the title and the credentials, like he was a project manager at an engineering firm, like he was he's a handyman at a local church, and he loves it. He's in his early 60s. He's got 20-hour work weeks. He still gets out, but then he's got the free time to hang out with his buddies and go fishing and do the other things he wants to do. Him and Mom want to go shopping in the middle of the weekday on like a Thursday, they can do that. They're not out during the weekend crowds and stuff. Do they got to be careful with their budgets? Well, I mean, yeah, we all do. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But they took a look, and it's what they want to do. They wanted to be semi-retired or fully retired people, while they still had the energy to enjoy the stuff they wanted to go do. They're making plans to maybe come down this summer and visit us for a week or two. Dad might go out to the East Coast. One of my cousins is getting married. So like, if my grandpa, who's 84, gets cleared to fly, my dad will go with him as his companion, and my mom will stay in town with me and my sister for the week.
That'd be nice.
So it's definitely something worth looking at if you can do. Now, like, I worked hard when I was younger. I didn't go to university. I got a house and I started putting in for RRSPs. I can't officially retire at 60 with a full pension, because with like full investments and stuff, because I did that work early. I went to Alberta, did that work early.
Yeah.
So I could do that, and I don't have university debt because I saved up for university, and I still put money into investments to help pad out, and I am disabled. So like, I'm already living on those budgets. So if it's something that you can do and it's not a massive sacrifice, do it. Do it. Absolutely do it.
I would.
Yeah.
So.
Because you just imagine, retire from your full-time job and your part-time job is you teach knitting classes. Because you just need just a little bit to supplement your income from the government for whatever it is, retirement. I forget. I'm not there yet, so I don't remember what it's called. I know there's old age security and there's CPP. CPP, I think, is it CPP? Is that where your retirement comes from? I did all this stuff when I was like 18. I don't remember anymore. And all of mine skewed because mine's on the disability scale, which is totally different. Uh-oh, Louise froze up on me. That's not good. Hopefully she comes back. Hopefully I'm not frozen. I don't know what's going on. Where Louise? You're all frozen, love. Do you know what's going on? Sending a message because that is what one does. We need to search and go, hey. Apparently I have not opened up Messenger since I got a new phone because I can't see chat, so I don't know if we're, oh yeah, definitely. She definitely got dropped out of the call. Sad panda. Okay, let's see if we can figure out what's going on. Let's see if we can do things on the internet. There it goes. I'm pushing buttons. I don't know if you can see us. Yes, you can. Hey, look at that. I don't know where Louise is. Oh, there she is.
I'm back. My internet just quit, apparently.
Okay. That's okay. I was opening up YouTube so that I could read the comments on my phone because I was still here and I was like, oh no, I can't actually interact with people, which would have been awkward because like the screen is like this close to my face, but I would have made it work.
Well,
like,
let me
hopefully
see.
It's a quick reconnect.
There. Okay. All right. Well, this is part of my story.
It is.
This is part of my story.
Enough about retiring. Tell me your story. Give me the drama.
All right. Well, shall I talk? We'll talk a bit. So, my project, as you can see, this is still a fairly big ball. I had started this sweater. It started out as being a vest, and I started it in February for the Fiber Friends sweater challenge. And I just did, a quick gauge to garment, cast on, did some ribbing. And I don't know how far I was when we chatted about this last month, but probably not very far. Ribbing in a bit of the body. I'm not sure how far. Anyways, I ended up putting on a few stitches so there'd be a little bit of a cap sleeve.
Okay.
I did not finish. Surprise, surprise. I did not finish, but I did get the back finished. So I'm excited for that. So it's just going to be a boat neck. And I've got little sleeves on it. So there it is. So I really, really like how the yarn knit up.
For everybody playing the home game, I'm seaming while we talk.
Oh, so I've got half done.
It's still progress. It's still progress.
It's good progress. Really, I'm happy with it. And I do have the front cast on. I mean, front, back, they're both going to be the same, I think.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not going to do any short row shaping or anything. This was just supposed to be kind of a quick, simple pullover, wear with like a long sleeve, kind of turtleneck in the wintertime.
Okay.
Is what I'm thinking. So I've got this cast on, so I'm just going to ready to do one by one ribbing again, and then just follow this measure, count rows kind of thing. and then I'll just cement, and it'll be done. So it'll either be done, ready to wear if we get a cool night yet before summer arrives, or I'll just put it away until the fall.
Yeah,
so not as much progress as I wanted to get done on it, but I have the back done. So that does truly make me happy that I did get that done. And, I have like about 1,000,001 reasons,
as we all do.
Yeah, broken kneecap and now a broken foot. And I was kind of got stuck. I didn't have the project with me. I thought I was going to be able to go home and repack my knitting bags and whatever, and I didn't. So I ended up for a few days without this project, so I couldn't knit on it. And there's like all kinds of crazy, ridiculous things have happened in the last 2 weeks, like things you wouldn't even imagine. I feel like I'm living in a soap opera. Like,
all right. Spill the beans. Which one of you's got the dead ex-lover who's come back to life? Come on, let's go.
That's right.
That happened. You don't keep that news for me. You don't keep that news for me. This is important. Jocelyn needs to know news.
Oh my gosh. That has to happen at least to somebody, right? Doesn't it?
We're living in a soap opera. It happens to somebody.
Well,
and inevitably they're incredibly hot. So like I need photos.
No, sorry. Nothing like that. Just
so I've got a friend. I got many of them. She keeps sending me Instagram reels, noting I never want her to stop sending me these Instagram reels. Isn't it incredibly buff man who is naked from the very low hip bone? Like, we're risking a public indecency exposure issue down there. He has an amazing accent, and he just sort of walks up, and it's a nice nature background, but I don't care about that. It's the boy I'm staring at, and says some incredibly lovely words at the screen to your face. And I go, okay, cool, where are you? I'm gonna fly. It's good. It's fine. Just get on an airplane. No problem. Let's pull that kilt up a little, just a touch, because that is, I am worried for your manly bits.
Oh.
Worried for your manly bits, sir. They're so good.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's
brings me joy. I'm 40, not dead. I'm also single. I'm allowed.
Exactly. You're allowed.
Sure, comments are telling you all the things you need to know about your sweater. I think it looks good. I like that back. I like that back panel. I'm excited to see it when it's all done, especially with the boat neck. I think it'll look really good. Or even with like a collared shirt underneath. So you've got the collared shirt sticking up over the boat neck. Like, whew, that'll look really good too.
Something white or black under it, I'm thinking would look good. So
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I got to reposition, guys. Yes. So I saw a couple comments. I did. I broke my foot on Saturday.
Just the klutziest. And I'm the one who's saying this, and I have full on comic face planted into road signs because I can't see them.
Oh.
And I think you're klutzy.
I think it's just bad luck. Bad luck for sure.
I don't know what dog you kicked in a previous lifetime, but I hope you're done paying for it now.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Let me tell you. It's I'm kind of tired of it. So I've got my foot in a cast and an air boot cast, and
at least it's an air boot cast.
Yeah, I know. He gave me the option. He's like, do you want that or you want the other? I'm like, oh no.
If you have the option for an air boot cast, you go air boot cast.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Way better than the other cast.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So, Nikki says all this retirement talk. So you're gonna try it retiring, Nikki? Early retirement?
It's a heck of a thing to work towards. but it makes so much sense.
Oh, it definitely sounds good, let me tell you. Oh, Cindy said, I'm glad I retired too just recently.
Yeah.
I know, that's nice. Then you've got a little free time. You can do what you want. I know. That's exciting. I hope you're enjoying it, Cindy. Oh, Kim said, oh, my yarn looks almost exactly like yours, Kim.
Oh,
but yours
hey.
is spring green. Okay, so I saw a comment from Kim saying that she was working on a lace project and she pulled it out a number of times, but she thinks she's back on track.
Oh, beautiful. Excellent.
Yeah. Oh, I know, Susanna, you did what? I did. So I got the go ahead to drive after my knee like a little more than a week ago. And I was out and I actually passed out and somehow twisted my foot when I fell. So, and it's now broken. So I am back again. No walking, no driving for, 6 to 8 weeks. It's like deja vu, just different, same, process, no weight bearing, no walking, no driving, blah, 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 just different body part.
Hey, on the bright side, you're getting a really good glimpse of the view of my life.
Yeah.
No driving. I'm not supposed to go walking by myself really anymore. Aforementioned roadside phase.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I can't leave the house unattended.
Pretty much. Well, I can and I do. I have tech that helps me, but it stresses my friends out enough that I try not to do it very often on them. It causes them to go, you did what by yourself? Yes, I did. How did you not get run over by a car?
Okay.
Well, I'm not going to tell you how close of a call I had now, but yeah, I did fine.
Okay, yeah, we definitely don't want that. Definitely don't need that.
I don't always see them anymore. And I definitely can't see across the street anymore, so it is
it's you gotta be careful.
Thing. I gotta, yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah.
I gotta watch what I'm doing.
So, Kim says she's retiring in a week and a half. Tim,
it's a heck of an adjustment.
You must be. It's pretty exciting, though, isn't it? Like a new adventure. And Lynn's asking, do they know why I passed out? Well, I had hit my hand, and the pain from my hand was so excruciating, I passed out.
Yeah, that's entirely. Yeah,
so
that happening.
At least that's all it was. It wasn't anything else medical. So. Oh, hi, Jude. Sometimes we all need a responsible grown-up. For me, is to stop setting things on the fire when I cook. Oh, yes, tired, stressed cooking is a bad idea. Yes, I know. See, we all have a thing, don't we? You're right. Got to be careful. Hi, Jen. Hi, Tracy. Yeah, Sally says, congratulations, Kim. Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
It is. You're not going to have as much free time as you think.
Jude says, it's a bonus I didn't break my hand. Yeah, I know, you're right, because I had actually thought about that at first. So the pain was pretty excruciating. And I thought, oh my gosh, did I just break something in my hand? Apparently I did not. So yeah, at least I can still knit. And I have extended my time off from work a little bit longer.
All right. That's 2 sleeves attached now.
Okay, yeah, so let's see your knitting progress on your sweater.
I'm seaming today.
Okay, so how cropped did you go?
Well, it's not the Ursino. This is my remember my cardigan from last month that it was supposed to be one thing and I made an entirely different cardigan.
Okay, yes.
It was supposed to be the brioche hug.
Yeah,
Turns out I hate knitting brioche and bodywork. So that just learned that lesson. But I do enjoy crochet. So I started making the everyday crochet cardigan by Hey Crochet with Carrie. And I had made on Monday, the Monday before the Wednesday, I cast on. So like I've got all my body pieces.
Yeah.
and where sleeves are attached now. Like this was last month's project. So I need to just do my sewing down the sides of my arms and my body.
Okay.
And then my neckline, and I'll have this finished.
And it'll be done.
But the Ursina was this month. So I was to cast on and make some progress. Guys, I literally, to stick to the technical rules, had to just cast on. All I had to do was cast on. All I had to do was cast on, and it would be progress.
Okay.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't even cast on. I started 2 new sweaters, started another sock, did some design works, cut out 4 new dresses, watched 3 seasons of an anime progress, 8 through 8 novellas of the paranormal romance series, stuff that I like to listen to.
Yeah.
And video games. And I did no, it didn't happen.
You know,
didn't even cast it on. Didn't even cast it on.
Didn't even cast it on. Well,
I pulled the stitch markers out and put them in the bag. That's it. That's it. That's all I got. I started a new blanket. Like I just
you started.
did
So
not
you
start my
started
Ursina.
everything else but
the project that I want to have done so I can wear with my summer dresses. That would be correct. Yep.
Oh well.
Yep. Yeah, that's a thing.
Okay, so are you going to eventually cast it on?
Oh yeah, I still want it. Like I've got we've cut out for a words may or may make not a lot of sense to you. I cast on an Empire waistline fuller length maxi baby doll dress with balloon sleeves.
Oh yeah.
In a stretch jersey in a nice solid blue color. I want the Ursina to go with that because that marled with the gray undertone in the sleeves will be perfection. Be so good. And yes, it just means leaving my sleeves loose, but I didn't have any intention of doing a snug sleeve on the Ursina. I wanted a loose straight sleeve on the Ursina so that I could layer it on top of other things. So that's fine.
Okay.
That's what I want to wear it with. I've started the dress, which requires making a metric boatload of handmade bias tape. So of course it does. There's only one thing worse than making handmade bias tape. It's making handmade jersey knit bias tape. Ugh.
Handmade?
Well, bias, so your jersey stretches, like it stretches. So store-bought bias tape doesn't stretch. So, because I want to encase the top in a lining bias tape, I'm making the bias tape out of the same fabric from the dress so that it moves like the dress does.
Okay.
Which means sewing very long strips of fabric together to make bias tape out of. Step 1, make bias tape. Step 2, swear because you like wearing jersey knit dresses. In the summer.
So then you'll have and then you'll do the sweater to wear over top of it.
I suspect that's how it's going to go because I'm going to finish the dress, be wearing the dress, and then I'm not going to want to give up wearing the dress, and then the sweater will actually get done. Is what I suspect is going to happen with that.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I know. Like I started other sweaters. Like I got one sitting here that I started. It's a crochet, mesh spring pullover sweater, and I started that. Like, look at that mesh.
Ooh.
Like I started this, and this is going to be a baggy, oversized red pullover to go over tank tops and with capris and skirts and stuff. In some cotton, in some noble cotton, actually. I started a new mallow cardigan. I already own a mallow cardigan. I've already made the mallow cardigan. I'm making another one. Started another one. I did a gauge swatch this week for a Halloween themed sweater because
you mentioned that the other night.
Yeah, I wound up the first skein of some of this Borg colorway from Erin of Fireweed Fiber Co. from last year, from the Sock Club colorway, the Star Trek one. And I've got a gauge swatch drying. So it's like, I did a bunch of stuff. I just didn't do the stuff I was supposed to.
But now, was that the problem? That it was like work knitting and then it doesn't make it feel then it feels like you have to, and it's not as fun. as passing on all the other things.
Oh no, I did the classic procrastination thing where I went, I'll do it later.
Okay, so then what are you going to do for this month's challenge? Are you going to do the sweater again or something totally different?
Stash Dash starts this month.
Oh, so you've got big projects then for that, don't you?
So we've got some actions. People. Got some actions. Well, I stitchy clip marker the next section to seam. Because if I get this seam to the neckline done before Sunday's live, I will have 2 FOs.
Oh,
And Diana hates it when I have 2 FOs, so I feel very inspired to get this done. She makes a face every time.
You just love to.
She's always like, how do you find time? I'm like, I don't know, just do. I have other things on the go. We're both busy, like we both have busy lives. It's just for whatever reason, I find more crafting time than she does. It's just fun to tease her about it.
Poor Diana.
Which is worse, her niece has started crafting, so I can't wait till her niece starts crafting more than she does. She's getting it for both of us at that point.
Diana's gonna have to find some extra time in here, a couple more hours. She's gonna have to get up early, like an extra hour in the morning or something.
I suspect she might start doing more whip sprints on her own.
Yeah. Something
to give herself a chance, I think.
She's gonna have to step it up.
Poor
upping the bar here.
Poor Diana. I've got a couple of options that we can vote on to choose because since we don't meet up again until June, it opens up the door a little bit for us. I'm not going to put any blankets on there for this month because I like to, in the first couple of weeks, get a bunch of projects that I've been closing in on having as FOs. I'd like to just do that last step and get done. Because like either I will seam this and I will either do the neckline and be done with it, or I will put it down and the neckline down and then just do the neckline on the 26th.
Okay.
Because then I can count all of the yarn for Stash Dash. Because I've worked on it. Yeah.
Right.
So there are some decisions and choices I need to do.
What is your goal for Stash Dash?
I'm going for 10 kilometers.
Let's see. Have you done that in the past?
Yeah. Some years I make that goal. Some years I do not make that goal.
Okay.
It's a lot of knitting. It is also a great deal of fun.
It is, and that's a good challenge to have.
And it clears out a lot of whips because it forces me to sit down and go, if I'm not going to work on it now, I have no right to be keeping it. No matter what it is, I'm telling myself, if I'm not picking it up to work on it now, I'm never going to. It's just going to sit there and be a problem for me.
So, and if you don't pick it up now, will you just rip it out?
Yep. If you won't work on it for a self-imposed knitting challenge to yourself, just to see how you'll do. You're not going to work on it. It doesn't matter what you tell yourself, you're not doing it.
Exactly.
And if you do it, you'll just complain the whole way because it's not what you want to do. So why would you do that to yourself? And I am a progressive. Like I keep a lot of whips because a lot of things I'm like, I'm not in the mood right now, but I know myself well enough to know at some point at 2 a.m. I'm going to want to do colorwork socks. I know myself well enough to know that that's going to be a thing that happens.
In the middle of the night, you're just going to think.
I will wake up and go, I'm not tired. What do I want to work on? I want to work on my socks. And I will literally get up and come find my socks and sit down and start colorworking at like 2 a.m. if I wake up in the middle of the night, because that's what I want to do.
Then you should be casting on more of those kind of socks then. If you love it so much that you get out of bed.
I try to make sure I've got one of everything. At least.
Right.
So whatever it is that I feel like doing, because I've gotten up too early, I can just go do. Does it always work? No, this does not always work. So for sure, I know I'm going to get people to vote And I had 2 options for sure to start with, but I think I know what my third option will be, but I don't know if we want 4 options. I think 3 is good, hey?
And 3 is good? All right.
I think 3 is good.
All right.
So keeping in mind, you guys aren't busy on Saturday. We're doing a state of the whip update. You'll be able to see all of my works in progresses. Me and Diana will be chatting about all of our works in progress. Because again, I'm gearing up for Stash Dash. So I'm currently looking at my stash to see what I'm going to dash.
Oh. So what time is that? That's on the Northern Knits?
It's on Northern Knits, so we'll start at noon my time. So Central Daylight Savings Time or Manitoba time, depending if you like to use Google to find out what it is. I love you doing that. I'm always like, what time is it in? Insert wherever it is. I'm trying to figure out what time it is. Well, I got a buddy in Thailand. And we chat back and forth, but I don't want to send him a message in the middle of his night cycle. So like right now I'm constantly messaging what time is it in this place in Thailand, because I don't know off the top of my head yet. I can't just do the math.
Oh yeah.
Give me a few more weeks so I could just do the math. I don't have to Google to have a rough idea of what time it is in Norway when I'm talking to Asa. I have a rough idea of what time it is in Norway when I talk to Asa, because I talk to Asa a lot.
Yeah. Well, then you have to get the Thailand time down.
Yeah. And I will. It's just going to take me a hot second, that's all.
Well, Alyssa is joining us now.
Hey.
And yeah, that's good. So everybody, you guys all have to tell us what what you're working on here too.
Absolutely.
We'll get Jocelyn's. I've got a couple of things here. I didn't have a whole lot. With me as far as different projects, but I've got a couple here. You guys can help me pick what I should kind of try to focus on for next month.
I promised Sherry
that
the wood woes would be an option in May. Because if you guys remember, you may or may not remember, we pulled out all the stitches. It's actually still on like the sock needles that the stitches were pulled, and it was ripped back because I need like an extra inch or 2 of body. It's just a touch short. I keep tugging on it. So this was an FO that I need to lengthen the body on. So I have the last of the yarn in the bag, and I need to transfer my. Because when Aaron and Anna rescue me, they have to use 2.25 millimeter needles to pick up my stitches that I knit on a 4 millimeter needle to get gauge on fingering as per directions in the pattern.
Jocelyn, holy moly.
That's how tight I knit.
That just always
and I'm on gauge, folks. I'm on gauge. I'm on gauge. So now that it occurs to me, what was is the Dragon Horde Designs sweater. And I literally cast a gauge shot this swatch for the Nightshade Society, which is another Dragon Horde design. And they're both out of Aaron Yard.
Of course they are.
Of course they are. This is my 3rd Dragon Horde design sweater. And the Nightshade will be my 4th. I really like her sweater designs. So anyway, so I need like an inch and ribbing, maybe 2 inches in ribbing. So I wanted to do this in May because if I am at the point where I'm ribbing by the 26th, a day or 2 of concentrated effort, and I get to count the whole sweater for Stash Dash. So
okay.
Otherwise, we got a big old sweater in there. What is it in? It's in a reusable Walmart bag. Because I'm classy like that.
I don't have a problem with that.
The other option is, for the love of Pete, to make some progress on my second Find Your Fade shawl. Because I got my little inappropriate female garment sized Find Your Fade shawl. I need to make this bigger. I've got my first color. This is out of the Star Trek Club color yarns. So this is Blood of My Enemies. And I want a second one. Like I wear my Find Your Fade all the time.
Well, that's great.
All the time. It is my go-to favorite drippy shawl. So I want a second one. So
Yeah.
I got to make a second one. I'm actually ready for my first lace section.
Oh,
Is where
that's
I'm at in this one. So like, I need to get going. I need to get going. And
I
again, figuring weight shawl, I've got roughly got gauge on 4mm needles.
wow,
So
good.
I need to go because there's all this pretty yarn.
I started that shawl, oh, like years ago, and then never finished it and pulled it all out.
It's not everybody wants like their gargantuanly huge shawls.
Mm-hmm.
Gargantuanly huge shawls, but I love them.
I do too. I'd
I
rather big
love
than
them.
small.
I'd rather have this honking huge shawl. I never wear my 2 skein shawls. I never wear my 3 skein shawls. I barely wear my 4 skein shawls. 5 skeins and up. Those are the shawls I
Oh,
wear. Those are the shawls I wear.
yeah. Well, then
Or
that's what you
ones with
then that's what you need to knit.
huge lace sections. So they feel like a 4 or 5 skein shawl, even if they're only a 3 skein shawl.
Mhm.
Or they're DK weight shawls. So they're just like the coffee shop
Mhm.
shawl. I made it ages ago with acrylic, with a brown tweed acrylic from Burnett Premium in their chocolate
Yeah.
tweed.
Yeah.
I still wear that over winter. Because it looks really good with my white winter coat, but because it's squishy. It's just this big squishy triangle shawl with tassels. Like
Right.
that's my jam. Big drapey shawls. So it's like I don't make smaller shawls anymore. I just don't, because I'm never gonna wear them. I'm
Right.
never gonna wear them. Yeah, like the Cassie Pinka Goldfish Memories. It's a good spring fall shawl. It's just a nice wrap length, but it's
Yeah.
so big that it works really good. So those are the two. I was thinking about maybe putting the spring mesh pullover
Mm.
or the lacy petals cardigan on, but no.
You don't
No.
have a shortage.
Two options I think is good for this month.
2 options. Okay.
The lacy petals I have started, and the spring mesh pullover I have started. They're also both crochet, so
Okay, so just the 2 then.
yeah, just find your fade or wood woes.
So if we voted for wood rose, we'd be making Sherry happy.
This would be true.
So there's an extra thing to think about. So as everybody's thinking and typing here, I'm going to take a peek in the comments here. I saw Jen just started round 5, sock madness sock.
Yeah, they're apparently cuff down and toe up. So you do the cuff down and you put them on hold, and then you do the toe up, and then you connect them in the middle, which seems really nifty. I hate the arrow pattern, but the design to connect them sounds interesting.
That sounds really creative. I love that idea.
Yeah.
Oh, and I saw Lynn saying happy birthday to me. Well, Lynn, you're not too early. My birthday's tomorrow. So
just about on time.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, Sam said I haven't been at our Thursday knitting group for a number of weeks now. Sam said there was lots of people there this today, so that's exciting. Good. Sally started her lace project, but she's not sure she can finish it in a month. It's a scarf. Well, good progress, Sally. Just keep plugging away. I don't know if I'm going to get into it.
That's why, Sally. Because the mesh pullover is lace, the lacy petals is lace, and the mallow cardigan is lace. So I got like 2 crochet and one knitting option that if I got them done before the end of the month, they would count as lace projects.
Yeah, they would. Are you sure you don't want to add them in?
Well, no, because we won't be talking about this till after. Not that I ever enter for pricing for anything ever anywhere.
True.
That's not the point.
Right.
That's not the point.
So then yes, so don't put them in. So then you can knit on them and show them and finish. Okay, gotcha. Oh, Sam's having trouble with her bobbles. Well, then you know what I say, Sam? Carry on, move on to another pattern, and come back to this one a little later. Nikki.
Yeah, put that pattern in timeout.
Nikki took her Find the Fade with me to a medical appointment. It's blues and beiges and white, black, and raspberry pinks. It goes so much. That would be really pretty. Okay, Jude. Okay, the votes are coming in here.
Excellent.
Jude says the jumper.
Okay.
1 vote for the sweater. Okay, Tracy says Find Your Fade.
Got 2 hands. We max out at 5. No, we don't.
Okay, let's see. All right, we'll wait for some more to come in. I'm gonna vote for Find Your Fade.
Ooh, 2 for Find Your Fade.
Just Find Your Fade. Kim, did Kim vote here? Jim said, I have lots of long delayed, house projects too. Okay, starting, painting. Oh my gosh, that's in November. Yeah. Vegetable gardening season. I know. There's now, I know all the outside stuff. Kind of, yeah, it takes away some knitting time sometimes, doesn't it? Alyssa says Woodrow.
Ooh, we're 2 for 2. I know I posted on Twitter. I was like, conversations with my family usually like this. My mom, I wonder if my strawberries have survived. She buried them in straw, right? Like she put straw over them to insulate them over the winter. My sister,
Yeah.
I gotta plant my seeds this week. Me, oh my god, we're having a Halloween. I gotta start crafting now.
Let's see, we got some more.
We're 2 and 2. 2 for Woodrow's, 2 for Find Your Fade.
Okay, let's see. Alyssa. Okay, what did I say? Alyssa. Okay, I think we did those two. Sally says Find Your Fade.
I just remember which hand was which.
Sally. Okay, Sally said Find Your Fade. Kim said Find Your Fade.
4.
So
Sherry, you might be outvoted.
Cindy says Find Your Fade. Sam. Okay, that's all the votes right now. What are we at? Find Your Fade's ahead, isn't it?
5 to 2 for Find Your Fade. Sherry, they might have abandoned you.
Uh-oh. Poor Sherry.
I just imagine the message later. Do it anyway.
That could happen.
I could see that message coming into my inbox later. Yeah, I can see that.
Let's see.
Oh, it's pinned and ready to go, but my eyes are tired, so this would be a bad time to see. We're gonna put that down right now.
Lynn said Find Your Fade.
That's 6 for Find Your Fade.
Diane says, what was the question? I was out of the room. So sweater, Woodrow sweater, or the Find Your Fade?
Shawl.
So
I literally did start.
So the shawl is ahead.
The shawl is ahead. 6 to 2.
Yeah.
Because I had these little scrappies left from the everyday crochet cardigan. And they're just enough to make little 3-inch squares. Yeah. So I want to make a little 3-inch squares cozy memory blanket. And I'm going to start on either side and work my way towards the middle.
Diane voted Find Your Fade as well.
So why? I have absolutely no right to start a DK weight blanket. And I don't care. I just don't care. I have other DK weight 89 yards. I've got DK weight 20 grams. I'm making DK weight sweaters right now. It's just, of course, it started another blanket because clearly I have time. I do not have time, folks. I don't have time. There is no time.
There's no time. Well,
there's no time. But I'm gonna put down the CB because my eyes are getting tired and I don't want to have visible stitches. So we're gonna do something that requires no vision. We're gonna work on the front panel of my Mallow cardigan. That's right. I keep like 12 projects within arm's reach at all times.
Susanna voted for Woodrow.
Ooh, 3 to 6.
All right. So,
do you know what you're gonna work on?
Well, I just had whatever I have. So I mean, I could always finish this.
Yeah.
I've got 2 other projects that I just started not that long ago that I have with me to work on. So this is just the one skein shawl. This is the Blue Jean Baby. Lolo did it weight yarn.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a one skein asymmetrical shawl. So I'm not quite half done. Well, I don't know. It's starting to feel like I'm getting it done in this fall. So
Did you bring your scale? You can always weigh it.
I could weigh it. So I've got the shawl or my ultralight pillow. I'm really having fun working on these. I haven't got a big start on it, but I could do that. So that, I guess that's the three, either finish my sweater, the shawl, or the pillow.
Okay. Well,
we'll see what
I think I think it's gonna be the Find Your Fade. It's got 6 votes to 3, so.
Yep, and let me take a look here and see if anybody else has chimed in. Alyssa said, I like both Halloween and Christmas the same amount, but I don't like knitting for Halloween colors. Oh, well, that's fair. Not orange isn't everybody's color palette, so.
No, go grayscale. If the Halloween colors aren't your thing,
that's true.
If you do something in a grayscale or just like a rich fall color, it doesn't need to be pumpkin orange or black. It does not need to be pumpkin orange and black.
Yeah, you could do purple. Purples.
You could do purple. You could do reds. You could do deep greens. You could do deep reds. You could do the golden yellows if you like that gold yellow color. You could do deep rich earth tone colors because you've got all that soil and the woods and stuff like so. There's huge color palettes in there that you can play with. It's just everybody's fall too for Christmas is red and green. Okay, that's not everything Christmas is. There are more colors than that in Christmas. And everybody's go-to for Halloween is orange and black. So not necessary. I'm designing an orange and blue. And it's a harvesty orange because I happen to enjoy pumpkin orange, just like I happen to enjoy rich harvest oranges, and a deep blue colorwork sweater. They're not, strictly speaking, traditional Halloween colors, but I'm making a Halloween cardigan out of them because those are the colors I like. My last year's stuff for the spooky vibes was actually from Erin Fireweed Fiber Co. yarn, and she doesn't like Halloween colors. So she always she gets as adjacent to Halloween as she's willing to do. And that's as close as we get. Like this was her Halloween colorway club yarn last year. It's the Borg, guys.
I like
the closest she could get to it and be comfortable was the Borg colorway.
There's nothing wrong with that. I like that.
And there's nothing, and they're not technically traditional Halloween colors, but you know what? It's gonna look really cute. I'm calling it my Halloween sweater because that's what it is.
Yep. Yeah. Well, and this I remember like last fall there was all kinds of like pumpkins, like knitted
white
pumpkins or fabric
pumpkins, yeah,
all different colors. Like there was lots of pinks and teals and blue. Like every color seemed to under the rainbow, really.
That's like saying carrots can only be orange. Carrots are not only orange. Carrots are all sorts of colors. We just buy orange.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay.
Not all peppers are red, but I don't like the green ones.
Yep. Lots of different colors. Just got to be a little inventive.
I know what you like.
Really goes.
Exactly. Like the spooky vibes cowls or the mittens or the hat, like the fingers, like any of the spooky vibe stuff, freaking would be stunning in a grayscale with a dark gray and a light cream color for the contrast would be so classy.
Yeah.
So classy and still Halloween. You can do it in sparkle for all I care. Do it in whatever colors to float your boat. I will be very excited for you. But yeah, it's your first thought is always, I'm with this. My longest partner, the mysterious Mr. B, has an abhorrent hatred, like all caps, nerd rage, flip table, will leave the room and stop talking to you for the rest of his existent hatred of glitter.
Oh.
Do you know how hard it is to avoid glitter at Christmas? Do you know how hard it is to avoid glitter at Christmas? And
yeah.
I mean, I'm not dating him anymore. So like now he comes over and he looks at my stuff with glitter on it. And I'm like, deal with it. We're not dating. But when we dated, I tried to stay away from glitter because he hated it so much. And I'm like, it's not worth the fight.
I am not.
There's so much else out there. It's fine.
I'm not a big fan of glitter either, just because it's so messy.
It's so messy.
I know. So I've just kind of just given up on that and just tried to embrace it. And
it's so messy. I like sparkly glittery things, but I always tend to I buy a can of clear sealant, clear paint, paint sealing coat and stuff for things. Mine comes from the Games Workshop because I am a modelist. I'm a hobbyist. So it's got its own specific name. It's literally a can of clear paint that you spray on models to seal them in, or on paintings, or on, things. I just spray the glitter objects I have. When I bought them, they came home, I took them outside, and I sealed the glitter to said garment or item or article so that it would stay there.
So, okay, that's one way of doing it.
And it works. My glitter stays on the glitter things where it belongs. But it does require that extra step. So I don't bother to do it very often because I'm not that enamored of glitter. I like little touches, but I want it contained. And I'm making a hard flip this year. I'm flipping my Christmas to Halloween. So like I'm literally keeping my Christmas tree.
Yeah.
My lights. That's it. The rest of my Christmas decorations, as they stand, air quotes, I am letting go. I'm going to take the heirloom ones. I'm going to make a little shadow box for them. And I'm letting the rest of it go. And I am making them all Halloween themed decorations. So the only thing I have to do on November the 1st is put up a tree and put in the tree Halloween themed Christmas decorations. So I got to buy a bunch of those like little skeletons and I can stick in the tree. I'm gonna, with my black stuffed cats, I'm gonna knit them some Christmas hats and just put the Christmas hats on them. So like it'll still be Halloween, but it's going to have a very decided Christmas bend to it.
I think that is fantastic.
Because that's what makes me happy. So that's what I'm going to do.
Then do it. Yeah. I mean, you got to have things that you love. Okay, you guys, there's only one person has voted on my project. So
I was waiting to see where the tides were going. You know what? I'm honestly.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the sweater. I'm going to say the sweater for the second month. I think you can do that front panel and you'll feel so good with it done and it'll be ready for fall. I think it's got to be the sweater.
That's what Sally voted for, the sweater as well. So
I think it's got to be the sweater. No, don't get me wrong. That interlock pillow, super tempting.
It's really fun.
Super tempting. But I think you're over that. You're just over that halfway marker for the sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's.
Yeah. I'm like in the groove here. So I think you're right. I think I should
I think that's the right call.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Go. And I did actually switch my needle because I don't know if you remember or not. I had it on.
Oh, it's hinged. Yeah, I do.
I had it on a little 16-inch needle.
It's the cramped. It's the cramped.
So and I think that honestly was part of the reason that I didn't pick it up as often as I did, because I would look at it and be like, oh, it's all crammed on this needle. I really need to try and go through my needles and find a longer needle.
Yeah.
And again, it was just one of those things, right? That is like,
all I had to do was cast on. If I'd cast on the Ursina, I would have been like, I'll just do like 4 rows. And I'd have a whole sweater done. But I just didn't do the cast on. I didn't do that hurdle.
So, I know. Crazy, right? It's just like taking 5 minutes to do something. So once I got the bigger needle, it's like so, like not bigger, same needle size, but longer cable. It's just so much more comfortable to knit on, and I'm not losing stitches. And so, yeah, I think this panel will go a lot faster.
Oh yeah.
And won't be a problem. The only issue is I only have one ball actually with me.
Well, knit that one ball and just get it done.
Yeah.
Because then when you put it down, it doesn't matter that you haven't finished. At least you ate through a whole other ball.
That's right. It'll be
and super then you're one ball down. Yeah.
But I think this yarn is in the way because I can't do stairs that well. I'm not
between your knee and your foot. No,
I know I'm not technically supposed to do stairs at all. So but I think this yarn is in my living room, which means I could send Anita in my house
to get it.
I need one of these.
just go, here's the back panel. In the
And
living room, find the yarn that matches this back panel piece. That's what your mother needs.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That
We'll
sounds about right.
do a FaceTime call. I'll be in the
Yeah.
car, send
I'll
her
be
in
in the
my
car.
head
Yeah.
and be like, okay, yep, there it is.
That's
it.
what I need. And it's like when I phoned my sister, have you seen my glasses? My sister's like, nah, but let's run through the usual suspects together and see if we can find them.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Alyssa says thanks, Jocelyn, for color ideas.
No problem. It's hard because you get so bombarded with what the classic is. It's so difficult to step out of that box. Like, and it started with Christmas because my mother hates red and green Converse. She's like,
oh, really?
No, she likes blue and white. So like, I grew up going to other people's houses and all of their decorations were reds and greens, and my mom was blue, white, and silver. So like, I'm already sort of programmed to think, okay, well, if it doesn't work in that color, it won't work in a different color. I am not putting my mom in a pumpkin orange and black scarf that is Halloween themed. I absolutely could put her in a neutral toned colored Halloween scarf, but I certainly couldn't put her in a. She'd look at me like I'd lost my mind. It's not her. It's not her. Just would not fly.
Yeah.
Now I could do a midnight blue as my dark color and like an ice blue as my light color, and do a Halloween themed scarf. Again, super classy. Not Halloween colors. It's still a Halloween scarf.
Well, I think the biggest thing, you just gotta do what you like.
Gotta do what you like. Gotta play with the colors that you like. Guys, I'm making a white cardigan. Why? Because I look really good in white. It looks like nothing. It's a stockinette panel. There's nothing to see here. It's the Mallow cardigan by Barocco, which means the lace panel is the back panel. So I'm just going through my front panels.
Nice.
As front panels make for great D&D knitting.
Yes. Sam, I saw your comment, but I can't actually get my phone right now. So, oh, what is this? Afraid? Oh, 2 spots. I'm gonna try to mend if I can't get the lace on it. Oh, so Kim, yes. So you said, so you're trying that, so the lace for the 9th time. Oh, are you having trouble in the same spot or the same row? Okay, so there was a couple more votes came in.
Okay.
Another for the sweater, 2 for the shawl, 1 for the ultralight pillow.
Okay.
Sweater's
still ahead.
Yep, another one for a sweater.
Okay.
Another for the shawl. So I think the sweater's still ahead by 1.
Yes.
So, all right. We'll stick with the sweater. Actually, I want them all done.
Well, I know in an ideal world. Yes.
An ideal world. And
in an ideal world, you and I sit down for some afternoon Zoom sprint knits and we make ourselves work on stuff so that I'm not in this boat next month.
That could happen. Maybe we'll have to do that.
Absolutely. I'd love to do some afternoon Zoom sprints. I'd love to.
Louise says another vote for sweater, 1 more for shawl.
It still leaves the sweater ahead by 1.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll go with sweater.
I think it's like 6 to 5 for the sweater at this point.
And it would be good to get it done, so I'm ahead and ready for fall.
Yeah.
Oh,
and you can count it as stash yardage if you finish it after the 26th.
Debbie said sweater as well. So yeah. I think you were the only one who voted pillow. I know.
Well, I mean, I thought about pillow, but
I know Entrepot's not everybody's cup of tea. You either like it or you don't.
I think it's beautiful. Will I ever do it? Maybe not. But I do like. I think it's got its place. It's like everything else. It's got its place. Lace question wise. It's for a scarf, right? Like, are we talking like a rectangular scarf or like a triangle shawl shape? Like, what kind of shape are we talking? And how big is the overall project?
There's a message here. Kim
Which is a very
said
good
no.
question.
Oh, it's a 66 row design.
Okay.
And one little mistake anywhere throws the whole thing off. So 66 row design. Oh my word. So do you have like are you catching your mistake within your pattern repeat, Kim? I don't know. That's the only thing else I can think of to suggest, right? Is putting your stitch markers between your repeats. So you know where you
I do that.
Yeah, so you find your mistake
I'll
in
also
that
do
repeat.
lifelines every 10 rows. So if I end up ripping back, I'm only ripping back 10 rows. Because I got that dental floss in there.
Yeah, lifeline's a huge helper with lace for sure.
The other thing I've noticed, if I'm honest, is an acceptance that I am not a machine. I'm not a machine. And absolutely nobody notices if you fudge a Nobody notices.
It's true. And sometimes if your lace is off a little bit, because sometimes you've got those nice straight lines.
And
if it has a little zig in there.
You're just off by one stitch in one row and you compensate the next row or fudge it. Nobody notices. Nobody noticed it in any of the color work designs I put out. None of my charts were accurate to what I knit. The charts were correct. I had errors all over the place in mine. Nobody notices. I don't even notice. I don't notice. When I'm done the project, I do not notice.
Sometimes though, I get what she's saying though. Like there's some lace, sometimes you can fudge because lace is tricky. Because
it can be tricky.
You have to fix it in the right spot. You just can't add an extra stitch here or there. It has to be in the right spot.
Absolutely.
So, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, lifelines and stitch markers.
Yeah, that'd be my first go-to.
Yeah, for sure.
It's once I learned to let go of the idea that a handmade object is not meant to be machine mass-produced fast fashion.
Okay, so Kim's doing like a crazy lace pattern. She said here. So she said the repeats are different every row, so stitch markers don't help.
No, she'd have to count by hand if you don't have any set totals between a motif repeat. Yeah.
So she said, it does on this particular pattern. She says it does really show because it's leaves. So
lifelines are probably your best bet. Drop a lifeline every 5 to 10 rows.
Yeah, or every other row.
Yeah, whatever you got to do.
Oh yeah, that is frustrating though. But hopefully you got it. All the kinks, sometimes I think you just have to do something enough times and then all of a sudden it clicks in your brain. And then hopefully you'll just pick it up and carry on.
Yeah.
With no troubles. Nancy. Nancy. Nancy says, I think you missed the part where Kim's dog chewed her sweater. I did miss that part. Lifeline's not going to help that.
No.
Oh no.
I don't know anything that can help that.
Bad puppy. I'm sure that dog felt the vibrations coming off you when you walked back in the room. Oh no. Diane's also got another, yes. Little stitch markers can be a curse too when they slip under a yarn over.
They can be, yes.
Yes, they can. If they, that's something.
There's an art form to knitting lace with stitch markers. There's an art form. Yeah.
Okay, Kim said it finally clicked the 8th time. I think you need a gold star for sticking with it 8 times. That you're very determined. Good job. Well,
earned yourself
hopefully.
I'm a genius purchase.
Oh.
Buy yourself a treat, like a fancy coffee or a chocolate bar or something.
I know. I think maybe you do. You need a little chocolate. Maybe you need some ice cream. Ice cream always helps everything. And
ice cream with chocolate. It's fancy.
And and the caramel syrup and whipped cream.
Whatever you
all
put
the
on your
things.
ice cream.
All the things, but it is totally ice cream season now. So absolutely ice cream. He pulled the other part out of my bag. Oh my goodness. You were sitting next to him. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the worst thing my cat does is felt my all wool stuff by rubbing her face all over it and cleaning it. I have little felted spots in some of my stuff because she's been like, real wool must lick.
Because she loves it. That's kind of
normally it's I can't work on something because she's spread out across the whole length of the project, belly up, and she's snoring. So I'm like, and okay, I'm not working on that today. Find something else to work on.
Kim, I think you do need a dog sitter. Oh my goodness. You have an energetic dog. Oh, Alyssa.
Thank God, I have a fat, lazy house cat. Thank God I have a fat, lazy house cat. I survived her kitten years. Oh, I keep forgetting how much work kittens are.
Kittens are a lot of work. Those little tiny claws and razor sharp teeth.
Oh yeah, that was not fun.
So Alyssa says, I'm kind of doing lace with grandma's dishcloth. So you must be doing the yarn over on the edges to get your pretty eyelet. So yes. that is a very, very simple form of lace, but you are doing a yarn over to make your eyelets. So that's true. Just don't have a matching decrease like most lace patterns do because you're wanting to use that as an increase, but that's a perfect way to start to get used to making those yarn overs.
So drapey.
I guess on the second half you'll have yarn overs and then decreases to do your decreases. So that is a good place to start. Oh, Sam, I'm so happy you're finally getting your wrist looked at.
Good.
Long wait. Oh, Cindy asked, is crochet allowed for our lace month? Just want to make sure. Of course it is. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. The Fiber Friends is technically a knitting podcast, but we're not going to say no to crochet.
It's all fiber craft. It's all good fun.
Right. That's right.
Do you know what I want to try this year? I want to try macrame.
Isn't that fun that that's making a comeback?
I'm so happy it's making a comeback. I really want to try some.
Yeah,
I want to try some.
Fun. Oh, Kim's oh, 4 lazy cats and 1 demon cat. There always has to be one to make things exciting, right? Oh, what is this? Okay, Nikki's got a fun comment here. I once fixed a stranger's lace shawl that a dog chewed a hole through. They were dog sitting. And as a thank you, they gave me a gift card to the local yarn shop. I was at the time I fixed it. Well, that was nice. They would be super happy to have somebody be able to fix it. Alyssa, her only lace project is a shawl with eyelets and increases. Yep, and that's perfect.
Yeah, it works.
Oh, Cindy just started. Okay, you just started a lace crochet shawl today? Perfect. Yeah, post some pictures of it.
Please. There's one that I want to do. I have the pattern for it. It's called the sis love shawl. So it's like sister love shawl.
Oh yeah.
It is complicated and massive and crocheted on fingering. So it's like 3 1/4 millimeter needle or hook, I should say. Yeah. And it's like 4 or 5 skeins, 100-gram skeins of yarn. Like it is a beast. It's a half circle crochet shawl.
Oh, beautiful.
So freaking pretty. It is distressing how gorgeous that shawl is, and I haven't made it, and it bugs me that I haven't made it. But no matter what it is that you learn in knitting, absolutely nothing compares to the acid trip that crochet charts are.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Nothing compares to the absolute wild, psychedelic, what did I smoke trip that is crochet charts. I have finally begun to wrap my brain around a crochet chart, and I'm going, what am I doing? Like
they
harder and
very
getting my
complicated.
GPA average university. So difficult.
Oh, so Cindy says I've got 3 dogs, and my pup is the one who will run with my yarn, the little terror. Maybe once he'll calm down, once he gets older. Diane,
Hopefully.
I saw the pictures of all your really bright yarn. It looked so fun. You found
Good.
that at a dollar store, wasn't it? That looked amazing. Yes. You're gonna make an obnoxious bag with it all. I love it. It'll look fantastic. Sam, I saw, well, yes, what was it? 54, 56 dishcloths we're gonna have done? 56 maybe? Like
That's a
crazy amount.
huge amount of dishcloths.
Oh, Alyssa, no cats due to your allergies. That's too bad. But yeah, you don't want to have to deal with all those asthma and allergy symptoms either.
If you have bad allergies to pets, do not have pets. It is bad.
Yeah. Some people do. They are bad.
Some people have EpiPen level allergies to pets. They should not have pets.
Not if you need an EpiPen.
Not if you need an EpiPen. It's like don't do it.
If you want the cat and you're willing to put up with all the other symptoms, then I guess it's up to you. I have a friend who does that. I'm like, oh, I don't know.
I do.
Yeah.
I take allergy meds because I'm allergic to all of you. So it doesn't matter to me that I'm also allergic to my cat. I am already on medication.
There you go.
She gets extra dander wipes. She's short-haired domestic for a reason. And she gets extra baths a year. She always will, because I have to watch the dander levels because I'm allergic to it.
Yep.
And I look at my friends, they're like, oh, but I'd have to take an allergy pill. I'm like, oh, I take like $120 worth of allergy pills a month because that's how much my prescription costs. I don't care.
You're complaining to the wrong person.
Complaining to the wrong human.
Oh, Nikki's cast on a lace shawl for the lace challenge and hopes to finish her crochet blanket for lace challenge as well. Oh my gosh. Okay, I can't wait to see pictures of all these things, you guys.
I'm so excited to see everybody's FOs at the end of the month. It's gonna be so good.
Sam's asking, is lace hard to do?
Nope.
No. I mean, it's just yarn overs, knit two togethers, or slip knits. But you do have to pay attention. Like we said before, the stitch markers, you got to pay attention. It's tricky. It's like brioche. Fixing it is trickier than actually knitting it. But you have to pay attention.
Side note, if you don't particularly care what way your stitch leads, you could just knit two together through the back loop instead of slip knit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, make it a little easier that way.
Yep, I do.
Just do a decrease and not worry about the lean.
Yeah, because again, overall finished project, unless you're getting right up at me, which, by the way, you should not be doing.
Yeah.
You can't tell.
You're not going to see which way those stitches are leaning.
And if you're that close to me, you better have bought me food.
You still get your decrease, and things are still going.
They're still in line. They're still the right way.
Technically, the way that individual stitch is sitting.
Yeah. And again, overall project, you're not going to notice.
Diane, a buck or two. Oh, I might.
Oh my God, a buck or two. I haven't heard that name in ages.
I have some of that yarn. It was funny because when you posted that picture, Diane, I wondered. There is a dollar store in one of the malls that I go to sometimes when I'm working. One of my clients likes to go in there, and I bought, was it orange, I think, for pumpkins, because yes, they have a bunch of colors there. So I think I know exactly the yarn you're talking about, and they're fantastic colors. So I can't wait to see your bag that you do with it.
I've got some purple art yarn that I got years ago as a gift. It's that weird ribbon yarn stuff. I think I'm gonna make a pumpkin out of that because I can't think what else to do with it.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be fun.
I got a fun pumpkin purple ribbon pumpkin.
Yeah, then I say do it. Nancy saying some lace is hard, some isn't. Just depends on the stitches. Yeah, I think the feather and fan is a good one to get started with.
Eyelet lace is still technically lace.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice, good lace to start with.
Mm-hmm.
I think like with everything else, if you think it's very difficult, then it's very difficult.
That's right. If you go in with a good mindset, you're halfway there.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, Jane, they had a wall of yarn. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Yeah, the store that I'm thinking of didn't have that much. They just had a little section in their craft. So anyways, that's super exciting. Love finding yarn in random places or sometimes in Dollarama. I always go and I look at the yarn just because, how can you not? And every once in a while you'll find some, like Line Brand yarn. Some of it, because a lot of the dollar store yarn is like the craft yarn.
Yeah.
Which is fine, depending what you're going to make it with. But sometimes they have like yarn that you would find at Michael's, whether it's just continued colors or something, just kind of a random one-time thing, or some Karen cakes. Sometimes they have Karen cakes. So you just never know. You always just got to take a look and see what you can find. Oh, yep. Diane said yarn over, knit two together, knit a few and repeat. Easy lace. Yep. Cindy, I've got lots of different fun yarns, and I was thinking to hold them double with acrylic yarn and crochet blankets. I think that does sound like fun, Cindy.
Well, it could be good. It could also be really cute. Like that's got some good potential.
Diane, Michael's was bare. You know what? Were you in London, Diane, when you got this yarn? Was it you that said you went to Little Red Mitten?
Someplace I'd like to go one day, Little Red Mitten. If I ever make it out to visit you, we gotta go to Little Red Mitten.
Gotta go to Little Red Mitten. Well, we did a little knit night last night. Some friends and I we just do it online, get together every Wednesday night. And and she said she had been to Michael's in London, and she said, yeah, there was not a lot of yarn there. So they must have had a yarn sale, and shelves got cleared out, I guess. Which does happen
very often here.
No. Well, if they do, because sometimes they'll put all the yarn like 25% off. So you don't, you don't have to use your coupon and go one ball at a time. You can so people will go in and buy, it's sweaters and blanket quantities and get the discount all at once. So something like that must have happened.
There'll be like
they better be
sections where like
restocking.
a color is all gone. Usually black. I don't know why the black yarn's always gone.
Yeah, some of those basic
really dark color, really dark basic colors that everybody complains about working in.
Oh, Diane, you were in London. Okay. I know. Well, my yarn shopping is, well, I don't know, kind of kiboshed for a few weeks again. I did make it out. Did anybody do any yarn shopping for local yarn shop day on Saturday?
No.
Well, you know how things always work out. You know how they always work out the way they should, or they always work. What's that saying? I had plans to go out with Eric on Saturday.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, I might be able to go yarn shopping after we were done. But in the end, I had a little bit of time Friday. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to run to the yarn shop. I knew what I wanted. I wanted some yarn. Oh, my black yarn. That's right here that I started my lace project with. So this is recycled denim. And I had seen Suzanne post this on her Instagram page, and I knew I wanted to get it for a summer chop. So I thought, oh, you know what? It's Friday. I'm like, oh, well, whatever. It's not actually local yarn shop day, but I've got some time. Exactly. Yeah. So I went Friday, and she was really sweet. She gave me the discount anyway, so that was really nice of her. She didn't have to, but it was nice of her. And
I love when they have nice yarn store people, because you always hear these tales about not nice yarn store people.
oh, I know, and I don't
I love.
understand that. No, Suzanne is
I
really,
do.
really
There's some stores that I've been in across this country that are should not be in the field that they're
I
in.
guess. Oh, there's
And
always
I've been in
something.
ones with great customer service. It just depends on the people running the store and who are working in the store, I guess.
True.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, knit stitch is great. So anyway, so I went Friday, had a little bit of time. I just ran in and I knew exactly what I knew the yarn. I just wasn't sure what color. So I picked up my color, got the yarn, which now I'm so thankful of, because if I had waited till Saturday after like late afternoon, I wouldn't have made it, because I broke my ankle. So oh, Nancy, yes, Noelle and Kelly did do a video tour, didn't they? It is a very nice store. Yeah, we're really, really lucky that we have it so close. Oh, 18. Oh, Diane bought 18 balls of Barocco Lan. Is that it? Lan?
Yeah.
Ooh, Barocco Lana's late last month. So I did my job at a local yarn shop. There you go. I know, that's right.
I've been eyeballing getting some fall colored Barocco vintage, which is a nice DK weight. My first Mallow was out of the vintage DK vintage, and I love it. I'm thinking about getting some more to make some more cardigans, some nice solid color cardigans to go with the plethora of prints that I currently have on my sewing table cut out to be made.
Yeah.
To work with it.
That would be perfect.
Specifically the dark chocolate brown, light cream colored giant paisley print summer dress I'm working on that needs a cardigan, but a striped colored variegated pattern cardigan is not the way to go in that case.
Nope. That's true.
Very but a nice rusty deep red would look.
That would be nice.
Yeah, I'll be so things.
Kim,
how far am I? I am nowhere near 30 inches yet. I keep knitting.
Kim said she went yarn shopping and did some serious damage on Saturday. That sounds fun.
Oh, that sounds like the best.
I know, it is a really good thing to do, isn't it? Oh, good stuff. So Jocelyn, we are at 9 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock your time.
It's time.
It is time, everybody, for us to wrap up, because we've got, more knitting to do. Just carry on, right? And
I'm hoping to have photos of my midnight breeze shawl this weekend so that I can release that pattern next week. So I got work stuff to do, guys.
You got work stuff. Okay, well, if it's going to be a new pattern for us, we don't want to hold you up.
No.
Oh, Diane said bought a bunch of that too, and some new Barocco sock yarn.
Absolutely.
Awesome, Diane. Well done. Well done. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for hanging out with us and chatting. It's always so much fun. So, Jocelyn, you have got Find Your Fade.
I do.
And I've got my sweater.
Yeah.
All right. We can do this.
See you at the 2-week motivation.
That's right. Hopefully, in 2 weeks. I'm not sure what the date is, but we'll post it on Instagram. But yes, should be 2 weeks. 2 weeks from tonight.
Today,
we'll come back and have just a nice knit night and catch up with you all. So, Jocelyn, you said Northern Knits
podcast. We're live both Saturday and Sunday this weekend. We've got Saturday, we're doing State of the Whip, and on Sunday is the monthly live episode.
Okay.
So if you guys are free, whatever noon Manitoba time happens to be for you this weekend, me and Diana will be on the internets. We'll be on the internets talking yarny stuff.
I will try to pop in and catch you guys live.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then Cheryl and I will be live Saturday.
Yeah, you guys are first thing in the morning.
Yep, we're first thing in the morning, 9 o'clock. So we'll catch you then. So everybody have a great rest of the week, and we'll catch y'all on the weekend.